wireless plan from US Cellular, you've probably been blown away by hidden fees too. But US Cellular has no hidden fees and a strong signal, plus unlimited data for $35 when you switch. Get US Cellular with a stronger signal in the middle of anywhere.
Let's dance in style, let's dance for a while. Haven't come wait, we're only watching the skies. Hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. Are you gonna drop the bomb or not? Let us die young, or let us live forever. We don't have the power, but we never say never. Sitting in a sandpit, life is a short trip. The music's for the sad man. Can you imagine when the race is won? Faces into the sun, raising our leaders, getting in tune. The music's played by the madman. Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever? Forever, who and ever. Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever? Forever. Some are like water, some are like the heat. Some are a melody and some are the beat. Some are all like water, they all will be gone. Why don't they stay? It's so hard to get out without a cause. I don't want to perish like a free horse. Wings like diamonds in the sun, and diamonds are forever. So many adventures couldn't come today. So many songs we forgot to play. So many dreams swinging out of the blue. But I'm done through. Forever young, I want to be forever young. Do you really want to live forever?
There he was, standing amidst hundreds of priceless treasures. With a quick scan of the empty gallery, he saw before him a sight for sore criminal eyes. The Florentine masterpiece. Seizing the moment, he snatched it from the wall. No man strikes again. School uniform for budding march.
Stand accused before you. I have no tears to cry. red family plans, 6%. Yeah, I'll do it. Country to the core, raised in the States on an old back porch by a mama and a papa who was skin that high for being anything less than American pride. Toe to toe, you know I'm knee deep in the grits. You can hang with this country boy off in the piss. Jack up, roll him out, listen.
Shut up. Should be starting here in just a couple minutes for anybody that's watching. I'm just kind of getting everything set up. Got to get the soldering irons and everything warmed up. If any of y'all want to chat while we're sitting here doing this, feel free to ask me questions. I'm able to monitor the chat while I'm doing this. So. For anybody curious, I'll show you my soldering equipment here. Got a Hako 40 or FX 888D and the FR300 desoldering iron. Then I actually had this custom stand made, as well as my little solder caddy there. It was all 3D printed. So let's see if I can zoom this in just a touch more. For any of you those watching out there, either Clav or Facebook, my name's Josh with Arcade Collectors Worldwide. I've got a Facebook group that we currently have close to 4,000 members in, and I started it in April of 2014. Every now and then when I get a free minute, I tend to like to post a little video or something. So if, like I said, once again, if you have any questions or if you want to chat about anything, just let me know. I'm going to be sitting here doing this cap kit. Got a new flyback for it, so we'll be installing that, as well as a new capacitor for the filter cap, and then the rest of my cap kit right here. So we'll probably be doing this for about the next hour or so. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks. Got this from Arcade Shop. Had to order some other parts, so they happen to have the kit. So I went ahead and ordered the other parts I needed. Also got a couple of new coin reject buttons. The other ones were cracked and the front was missing off another one, but it's all from my APB restoration. If anybody would like a link, I can provide that. Just let me know. I've got it currently fully documented to up to the current state that it's in. Alright, so let's go ahead and start knocking this baby out. You're going to be a difficult one, aren't you? Oh, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and smooth out that solder, get it ready for using the other mounting. Fill it in there. As you can tell, big change in times. This is probably the original filter capacitor that's on the board. A little bit different style terminal on it, but they are the same exact capacitor. 200 volt, 560 microfarad. As you can tell, 200 volt, 560 microfarad. But big size difference. So we're going to end up using the other mounting holes here in the board, which are these smaller 2 ones. That's why I filled in the large blade style. Prop that flyback underneath that cap to keep it in place. Nope. Let's see if we can do this thing. There we go. Alright, filter capacitor is in. And go figure, I managed to misplace my flush cutting pliers. Be right back. new tiny filter caps in. Alright, we're just going to go down the list here. Typically what I do, just start at the top and work ourselves through the list. Let's see. Got 1 microfarad at 50 volts. I'll go ahead and pull them out quick and to the side. There's 2 and 3. Alright, C12. That should be right. For some of y'all, this might be really boring, but that's alright. And I don't care. It's been about a year since I've had to do a recap job, so I'm a little rusty at it. Alright. Let's see, C12 right here. We got that fella. Might have to add a little solder ball. Pesky, aren't you? When you're redoing this, if you never recapped a monitor before, always make sure that when you pull these capacitors out, that you always remember what polarity you did them. Otherwise, you can actually blow the capacitors up or do more harm to your board than what you might have already had before you started your cap kit. So, I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of these in, and I'll solder them. A little bit of Phil Collins, I see. Let's see, we got C18. There you go, right there. Go ahead and solder this capacitor in. way you don't got to worry about it. That's you right there. Tracy. Well, let's see here. If you use Peter Cap kits for several chassis rebuilds, he assembles a good kit and usually spot on. You referring to Peter as in Arcade Shop? And then also I see here you posted another comment. I usually don't. I just don't like all the legs getting in the way. It's a little easier to solder when you don't have 1,000 legs right next to each other trying to fight over it. Let me turn down my music just a touch here. I've been sitting here unsoldering the wrong damn one. I really hate these factory caps. The way they bend all the legs down, and then it makes it a pain in the ass to pull them out. There we go. You got them crooked little legs. Alright. Before I forget, I'm going to go ahead and touch up that solder that I thought was the capacitor. Doesn't hurt to freshen these things up anyways, just in case you ever get a cold solder joint. Nice solid flow through it. And I'm sure a lot of you collectors out there, if you're watching this, you know, that right there is one of the best brands out there. I will never ever touch another Radio Shack iron. After messing around with those for as long as I did, the quality and how fast these things heat up is worth every penny. I just recently purchased my desoldering pump iron, and that thing's made of gold too. It's worth its weight. Worth every penny in my opinion. They're expensive, but totally worth it. And I'm just a hobbyist. I don't do this as a business or anything like that. And even if I did, I would still go with Hako, hands down. C-22. Sunk my battleship. 23, 22's right there. Oh, Tracy responded. Ah. Yeah, no, absolutely. Their kit. I usually get my kits from Arcade Shop. I like doing business with them. I'm familiar with them. I actually get a lot of my stuff from Arcade Shop because they do electronics, graphics, and everything. ArcadeShop.com. Typically, they're just the easiest. They're pretty reasonable, and I've always had good luck with them. I'm always open to trying new cap kits, though, especially. I've been wanting to try Ian Kellogg's cap kit, which I would have ordered his, but I believe he said that he was out until April 22nd or something. But I wasn't willing to wait that long. I want to try and get this arcade game back before spring really gets fired off. Currently restoring my APB. It's out in the garage. Hopefully this monitor fixes it. The game was playing blind. I've had it for about 3 years now. And let me see if I can dig up my old flyback here real quick to show you how bad this thing looked. There it is. And this is how I got the game. As you can tell, that large breakout right there. And this thing is it's cracked all over the place. There's little hairline cracks just all over it. It's completely shot. So when it went, it really did go. But anyways, got the new one here to put in. Hopefully that fixes it. I checked my hot to make sure it was good. I've already pulled it out and tested it, made sure everything's good. So we'll put that in later after I get the flyback in. It makes it a little easier to get in and out. And let's see, Tracy, bought from both. Peter has responded to lots of my questions on Clav, so I tend to give him my business. Nothing against the other guys. I'm going to have to check into them. I've actually never heard of them. If you would, post a link to their website in their chat. I'll check it out after I get done doing this cap kit tonight. Let's see, where was I? C-2. I appreciate anybody viewing right now. This is actually my first live stream I've done. Between Facebook on my personal stuff and any arcade related stuff as well. So this is all new to me. Hopefully I'll do some more arcade work down the road. Board repair and stuff like that. I've actually got 2 X-Men boards that I would like to rebuild with the new caps on their little hybrid sound chip. I'm not for sure if I'm going to go with Ian Kellogg's reproduction chip. Just depends on how bad the traces are on both of the boards I've got. But I have done one before. They're more tedious than they are difficult because you got to make sure that you have continuity across every capacitor on that board, which really makes it hard to deal with. And geez, come on out, fella, you're unsoldered. Oh, duh me again. Alright. Sorry, foreigner, I'm not feeling you right now. Go this sappy music for a cap kit. Come on. Next song, please. A little bit of Tom Petty doesn't hurt. Let's see. I thought about doing a video. I don't think I could keep it family friendly. I'd have to. Yeah, I'm doing myself to try and refrain back cursing. I tend to cuss like a pirate, especially if I'm pissed off. See, for instance, right there. But that way, I don't, I guess there's not really kids watching, but this is going to be more of an adult type thing. But regardless, I try to keep it as professional as possible, even though this isn't even a business entity. It's just a hobby. I enjoy doing this when I'm not at work. I work a full-time job, 40 plus hours a week, doing industrial work. So this is actually a little bit of a relief to kind of just chill out, listen to some music, and do some cap kits. All right. Appreciate you interacting with me, Tracy. Makes this a little less boring on my side. This is just kind of a force of habit. Oop, let's see. I guess I'm the only one responding, sitting in a patio, enjoying a cigar and some good scotch, watching. Which the struggle is definitely real, my friend. But compared to my day job, this is very relaxing. Very, very relaxing. Hey, what's going on, Max? I'm just doing a little bit of arcade work on one of my game boards. This is the little board that runs my the monitor, the screen in one of my arcade machines that I'm restoring. And for anybody just curious, that's my cousin Max. He's actually got a gaming channel that he's trying to start up on YouTube. Does a lot of cool gameplay videos. So, oh, and there's my Aunt Amy. But he has a gaming video or a video game YouTube channel. So if you guys, anybody likes video games, he does some pretty cool videos on Grand Theft Auto 5, Rocket League, and Fortnite and stuff like that. So be sure to check him out there. I think you can click his name in the. Yep, he streams on Twitch too. But yeah, go ahead and give him a subscribe though if you see his name there in chat pop up. Alright, let's see. Got you soldered in. 10 microfarad at 50 volt. There's the 10 microfarad at 50 volt. And that's going to be location C20 and C21. Alright, let's see if we can locate C20 here. Here's C21. And C20. Alright, easy enough. Dang, up to 5 viewers. I'm surprised. Figured I wouldn't even get one. Yep, that's definitely a factory cap. It's got the glue and everything that they had put on the board. Or dripped on the board, I should say, for the potentiometer right there. So, a good chance, actually, from the guy I got this machine from, there's a good chance that this machine has never been serviced in its life. That's why everything I'm putting into it is brand new. Brand new power supply, brand new fuse holder, brand new fuses. I want this thing to be bulletproof so I don't have to worry about it for a long time. You know, typical arcade collector type stuff. Let's see. Good to see you got your Illinois accent back. It ain't back. It's a mutt between the two, actually. There's still twang there, and there's that freaking whiny, nasally sounding northern in there too. Surprised to see you actually came on and looked at this, Donna. C21. Yeah, if I can get my brakes and stuff changed out in my truck first thing in the morning, I'm gonna see if I can't maybe just come up to the deal in Monroe tomorrow. I've never been to it. I don't even know where to go. I'll do enough research though. Might have to join in and have a few beers. Pub walk, that's what I'm thinking of. A little distracted doing this. Needed a break. Fair enough. I could use about a year break. My job's been stressful lately. Everybody wants to fuck up, but nobody... Yeah, I said pub crawl. But everybody fucks up at work, and they don't want to owe up to what they do wrong. So it's everybody else's fault then. Somehow it rains down on me too. So... I don't know. There's been a lot of crap going on there lately. I think we've had 3 plant managers since I've worked there. Let's see. Pub walk. Down here, I guess we call them pub crawls. Yeah, it's a pub crawl. I must have said pub walk. I apologize. Back when I lived up here in Illinois before, I actually, I wasn't even old enough to legally drink. So I never got to enjoy any of that down here. And then when I was down in Texas, hell, we had honky-tonks everywhere. So we went to the country clubs, did line dance, and so on and so forth. Just like the typical, what was that John Travolta movie that he's in the country deal? I don't even remember. Alright, both of those are done. Let's see. Pinky out drinkers. Oh, hell no. Speaking of, I'm a little parched. I'll be right back. Damn it, second time the stream's cut out. Let's see, I don't know how to switch my screen around. Son of a bitch. Well, yeah, Tiny Bob's, that's where we learned to drink. Let me see.